What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Diasporalog. First of all, I want to thank everybody for subscribing. I want to thank y'all for the likes and comments. But without further ado, I got a special guest. As you can see, go ahead, my man, and introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm Mr. Supreme, local artist slash entrepreneur from Derby, UK. I do music, I do education classes, and a podcast as well. I'm sure you'll find out more later on in the show. But big up my man Munya every time, man.
Yeah. Shout outs to my man. Hey, let me tell you a little story. I mean, you don't remember when we first contacted each other. Let me tell you, I remember it was you were doing like events. I think it was like Carpe Diem.
Yeah, Carpe Diem.
Yeah. You was doing those events and I contacted you because I used to see you around and I was just, unfortunately, that was just before lockdown and I get an opportunity to come to one of your shows, but he was on popping when I used to see it on. So I was like, yo, you got to come down and then stop. Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that. Did it stop?
Yeah, well, for obvious reasons, the lockdown, we've had to stop doing it. But there's four of us, me, Direct, who I also do music with, Sanchez and Thomas, and we came together, school friends.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a long time, and like-minded kind of guys, you know what I mean? We wanted an event that was had more class to it. So there's enough events in Derby where you can go out and have fun. There's enough events, but we wanted somewhere where like you can dress up, put on a shirt, and everyone feels a bit more class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we said, yeah, let's do that, and we planned it. We did the first one. We launched it on my birthday, my 30th birthday, which was a success. And then everyone said how good it was. They enjoyed it. And one of the main rules is the guys have to have a shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So straight away, some people were mad, some people were excited. You know what I mean? But that's the type of people we are. We like to scrub up. So the first one was good, and then we did another one. We was about to do our third and move to a bigger location. And then the day before, the announcement came out about the lockdown, and you know what I mean?
That just killed a lot of things.
It did, man. It did.
Killed a lot of things, but that's a good look. I mean, so that was basically how we started going back and forth, and then I see you around and the gym and all that popping around, and of course then we started doing business together.
Of course, yeah.
So so it's a good thing. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I want to say, like, for me, as far as communication, when we first started talking or doing business, one of the things that stood out for me is just how humble you are.
I appreciate
for me,
that.
It's just like, you're like, oh, my man, what's up? You do this? Oh, I want to do this with you. And then we started chopping it up I didn't even feel like, obviously we're from different backgrounds, but as far as two black men doing business with each other with no jealousy, no envy, just straight up like, him keeping his word, which is a big part of what I think myself, something that I take to the highest level, and me keeping my word on the other side. So we sat down here having a conversation. It wasn't even like a long thing. It was like, yo, let's have this conversation and talk about it. But a lot of things we're talking about now is just like, it's not rehearsed. We just like, let's just sit down and have a conversation, because to me, you a real guy, and I think it's very important as far as that.
You know what, bro? First of all, I appreciate that. And also, I do hear it quite often, but to me, it's just normal because that's how I was raised. You know what I mean? I was raised as, my dad always I've always had my dad around and my mom, you know what I mean? I was raised in that household where my parents were both there. And he always taught me about being a genuine, honest man, you know what I mean? And obviously you stray away in certain areas, but when it comes to stuff like forming relationships, business, sport, I did a lot of sport throughout my life. You have to be genuine and honest, because at the end of the day, if you're not, you're gonna get found out at some point, and you burn bridges. People will find you out, and you might end up in beef. You might not, but people don't trust you, which is the main thing. So for me, being honest and trustworthy is a massive thing, and I feel like you don't get that enough in this day and age. You know what I'm saying?
You don't.
And I felt the same vibe from you. It's all about a vibe for me. Like, people can say all they want, but I feel what I feel from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I go off.
Yeah. I think it's something that we need to put up there. I mean, a lot of people nowadays, it's all about making a profit. It's all about being a boss. It's all about this is just bossing up. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I feel like just those characteristics and just being somebody who's impressionable, somebody who has principles, and somebody who keeps to their word.
Yeah.
That's what's going to escalate you to that boss level. It's
No,
not something that
definitely.
you just call yourself that. It's something, and I feel it's the title that people give you. It's not something that you just kind
There you go. You know what I mean? There's so many self-proclaimed loads of things like bad man, this and that. I'm like, who's told you this? You know what I mean? Like, where's this come from?
Yeah.
Because, like you say, if you are something, people let you know that that's what you are. I watched something the other day. And it was really interesting about LeBron James saying that that's when he knew he became the greatest player of all time. And there's a clip of Michael Jordan watching this. He's absolutely in hysterics.
Yeah.
Saying, okay, like obviously he's got his own reasons why. But what his main point was, I never called myself the greatest player of all time. Everyone called it me, and that's how I know I'd reached that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and again, that's a generation thing. MJ would never have said, yeah, I'm the greatest of all time. Like the way LeBron did on camera. Everyone called him that, and through that, he realized he was the greatest of all times. And I don't think it's any different to what's happening now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Too many bosses, too many this, too many that. You know what I mean? And furthermore, like you said, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a boss or whatever you want to be, but you have to have that balance. You know what I mean? You have to have that balance because titles are short-lived. Yeah. And just as quick as they've come, they can go just as quick as well.
And you got to back it up. That's the thing.
That too. You know what I mean? If there's no backing, no one's going to believe you anyway.
Yeah.
But then second of all, even if you are on the top, look at Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
He was on top for the longest. And I admire what he did when he was up there, but I do believe his arrogance, this is my own view. Yeah. His arrogance is what brought his downfall. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I can't say it, and you just hit the nail on the head right there. But I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I want to talk about the music. One of the things that I admire about you, man, is and it was one of the biggest things that I wanted to get you on this platform, is just how your music, how can I say it? You're independent hustle. That's the word that I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. You know, you record, you do your thing, and I've seen you pushing your CD, your music on social media platforms, going to radio interviews, and really doing everything yourselves, you know, with the videos and everything. I just wanted to, you know, I know a lot of young musicians out there, and I think it's very important because it's like, if you can do all those things, because a lot of people think, you know, you do music and then somebody's going to come and offer you a deal and give you like £1,000 or whatever dollars in it. But I like the way you do your thing. You do everything from the ground up. Mm-hmm. And I think when that time comes, when somebody wants to come and give you and offer you something, you can leverage, because you're like, well, I could do this by myself. I know how to distribute and I know how to do this. So it's going to be a different type of conversation as far as contracts and everything.
I think it's very important to be self-sufficient. I can't stress that enough. I feel like I've worked with people in the past which things haven't gone the way you expected them to go. You know, I've been done over here, or someone hasn't been genuine there, and this is what made me think, I need to do it all myself. You know what I mean? And not only that, as you know from being a businessman, there's so much fulfillment in learning the trade or the craft and carrying it out yourself. The stuff that you go through hard times, but the stuff that you learn through these hard times that you'd never have learned any other way. So it's important for me to be self-sufficient. Like you said, put yourself out there, go promote, do this, do that, because no one wants what you want for yourself as much as you do. So you can find someone that comes to sign you, and they've got their own ulterior motives, they've got their own agenda. Okay, yeah, that's cool, but do this. When you're doing your own thing, it's all about what you want. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the message that I want to push, because I'm quite a conscious artist, there's a bit of cussing and whatever else, but more than not, I try to think about messages and the future. And I actually started doing the music thing because when I started to have my kids, I thought there's not enough positivity out there for them to listen to. So if anything, when I'm gone and I've left behind what I need to leave behind, they can listen to my music and say, what was my dad about? What kind of message did he want me to hear? And through my music, they can listen and hear that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Leaving that legacy behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we obviously have the team, Truent. Yeah. And we got some wonderful merchandise.
Yeah. Shout out to Truent.
Yeah. And we're on a similar mind frame. We want to give that good light. You know what I mean? It's not, like I told you, it's not all righteous, like 100%.
Yeah.
but it is in that directions where it gives you something to think about, and it might make you want to question yourself a bit more, and you can still sing and dance at the same time.
Yeah.
But there's also stuff for you to go and sit and let me check myself, and that's what I think it's about at the end of the day.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that. The music is really good. I'll listen to that. You know, there's the album that you have. Is that the first one?
Is that the True to the Word?
Yeah, True to the Word. That's the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one for the team.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
I've shared it and stuff like that. So any last words, man? Is there any last words you want to talk to the people about? Just go around in the head and plug in people to all your social media handles. Where can they get the music, the merch, and all of that?
I think what I'll say is, for whoever wants to hear this or whoever's listening, always be true to you, first of all, and don't settle for nothing less than what you deserve. Yeah. You can find me, Mr. Supreme, on all social platforms, Mr_Supreme 777, Instagram, Snap, YouTube. You can find the team, Truent_OFC, on the same Instagram. Truent Records on YouTube, and our songs are on all the platforms, everything: Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, iTunes, and
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere basically. Yeah,
that's what's up. And of course, we're gonna put the links below, so you could go check out his merch and everything he's talking about. Me personally, as a newcomer to the city of Darby, I feel like I belong. You guys make me feel welcome. I feel like I'm part of the community.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. When you go to a new community, when you wanna find out who's who, and you want to chop it up. Don't with the good peoples. Find out what you bring to the table. Find out what other people bring to the table, and then become a team. You know what I mean? But I think always your work is always gonna speak for itself, and if you're righteous yourself and you're moving in the right people, you're going to attract the right people.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think real recognize real is
100%.
still one of those statements that's for real, man.
Definitely. And big up yourself every time, man, because he's always working. I ain't seen a person that works hard as this. No lie, he works hard still. So big him up, man.
Appreciate it, my brother. Yeah, that's it. That's been another episode, and of course, it's sponsored by Spell. Stay positive, enjoy life. We put a link below for you. Y'all can get the merch, and that's been another episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Listen, what? Mr. Supreme. You shouldn't park around here. Listen to the sign. I'm starving in both ways. Yeah.